Black Ops 4 will not feature a traditional campaign mode, Treyarch focusing on multiplayer and zombies. Alright, what dimension are we living in? What is this news? So, I was not expecting to make this video, that's why you're rewatching gameplay, but it is a 22 streak, so please enjoy that. So, Treyarch haven't released this info, it's sort of leaked, it slipped out of their hands, and there's a ton to talk about. So, let's get straight into this, because we don't have time to even beg for subs. Okay, that's a lie, that's straight up lie. There's always time to beg for subs. So yes, so much info about Black Ops 4 came out today, kind of surprising, kind of not. Glitching Queen, you know, our inside source, said that she thinks something's coming, and then lots happened. So, Black Ops 4 will not have a campaign. Now, I don't know if that means, no, they said it's not going to feature a traditional campaign. I don't know if that means the campaign's going to be weird, or if it's simply not going to be there. However, Charlie Intel also have just tweeted out now that a tipster told them that Activision cancelled it. Activision cancelled the Black Ops 4 campaign because it was too, like, outlandish. It was too... I can't find my words. I'm shaken now, lads. I don't even know what's happening. So yeah, now I don't want to worry you even more, but this correlates with a leak that I hoped wasn't real that happened a while ago. And this leak came from the Gaming Revolution, who has a reputation for being a clickbait memester, but he is pretty damn hilarious. However, the leak apparently is also the same as Charlie Intel is saying right now, that the campaign was too outlandish, and then the inside source even told him that apparently the whole game was in disarray. Apparently there were zombies developers at Treyarch who wanted to leave because even this late in development, I think we even talked about this in a video, because of how bad things were going. And then he said no, the leak, then he deleted the tweet saying like, oh, I don't think this is real, the source is not reputable, and it looks like that's true. However, that things could have turned around, and hopefully they continue to turn around, because if you think about it, if Treyarch don't have like loads of people working on a campaign, spending years working on a campaign, and they have all hands on deck on multiplayer and zombies, it could turn out for the best. There's also a rumour that Raven Software were going to be taking over the campaign, but apparently now, the other big news, they're working on a Battle Royale mode, which, going back to another point, as you can tell, lads, my brain is melting, I'm not sure what's happening. So the other thing was, if there is a Battle Royale mode, which has been heavily rumoured, and it looks like there is, in Black Ops 4, what's it going to be like? Because like I've said in videos, if it's on the current COD engine, which if you don't know what that means, it's like the thing that the game is built on, it's not going to work. So are they going to have a completely new engine, which is as good as Battlefield? Are they going to completely, like, rework it, or just... I don't know. Or if they're just going to keep an updated Black Ops 3 engine, is it just going to be like a big 18-man free-for-all on a map that's not even that big? I'm so confused. I'm not even sure what's happening now, lads. Okay, lads, so I'm going to try and explain to you what I think has happened with all this stuff flying around. Try painting a picture in your mind. So obviously when they're making a COD game, they make a campaign, multiplayer, and zombies. And if you didn't know, they actually work on the campaign the most. Like, I'm not sure where this info came from, but I heard it on the Optic podcast, as we know, the most reliable source in the universe. But apparently for Infinite Warfare, they spent 2 years making the campaign, and only 8 months on multiplayer. For Infinite Warfare, that was. And honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if the same thing happened for World War II. 9 maps, Conjuring, nice meme. So, imagine if that's the same for Black Ops 4. Imagine if they spent 2 years, Treyarch spent 2 years from the time that Black Ops 3 released to last year, making the campaign, putting like loads of effort into it instead of multiplayer and zombies, and then Activision scraps it. That could be terrible for this game. Black Ops 4, as we've talked about in videos, is like the most important COD ever. It needs to be one of the best CODs ever, because if not, we're just going to continue to go downhill. And things are looking kind of worrying, but also kind of good at the same time, if you get me, because I see people tweeting out like, oh my god, it's amazing, they're focusing just on zombies and multiplayer, the modes people make or play the most. But what happens if that thing is true? Like, the Gaming Revolution also said it's sort of like the transit thing from Black Ops 2 Zombies, right? Transit was supposed to be this big map with like 10 different game modes, all these different sections, but it was too ambitious. That's the word I was looking for earlier, ambitious. Jesus. I'm just ranting here at this point. And then you see what transit is on Black Ops 2. It's unfinished. There's only 2 modes. They had to add loads of fog because the old consoles couldn't handle the graphics of how big and like how big transit was. What happens if the whole transit thing turns into Black Ops 4? That whole situation of transit from Black Ops 2 Zombies is the whole game of... I'm scared, lads. Okay, but honestly, if Treyarch have all their studios working on multiplayer and zombies, it could be a good thing. We could even see, you know, I'm here all scared and whatnot. It could be the best thing, right? We could get more maps than a COD has ever had at launch. We could get more weapons than a COD has ever had. We could have, like, I don't know, loads of crazy things that we don't expect because they're putting all their efforts into just these 2 modes. We could even have a zombies campaign. We could have 3 zombies maps at launch. We could have zombies game modes. If you hear weird animal noises in the background, that's my chair. That's the chair. I think it's time to wrap this one up. Stay spicy, my friends, and I'll see you in the next one. Oh my god, what's even, lads? What is even?